me, Leslie, here with another video. I'm just making this video because the coronavirus is going around and everybody's in a new place. Like, people are unsure about what's going on. Some people are losing their jobs, or a lot of people are losing their jobs. The world has been turned upside down. Tomorrow, I think my husband and I are going to make a video about what we're going through and how we feel about certain things right now during these times. But I just wanted to chit chat just a little bit about how I feel and what's going on in my side of the world. So, as some of you may know, I live in Norfolk, Virginia, with my husband and sweet daughter, Rose. And my husband, he works in a pharmacy, and so right now we're pretty nervous about the situation he's in. I mean, we know he's got an important job helping people get the medications that they need during these times, but of course it gives me a little anxiety, and especially since I want for his health, I want for my health, I want for my daughter's health. She's just a little girl, a 1-year-old. So as a mom, that's causing me to feel a little anxiety, as you all can probably imagine. So life has totally changed for us at the moment. I mean, I'm pretty much in a self-imposed quarantine or lockdown state. The only things I do right now are go for a walk and go to the grocery store. I don't like going to the grocery store, not because of necessarily all of the, not necessarily because I'm going to be around a bunch of people and we are uncertain about who has the virus and what's going on. It's more so because it's kind of depressing going to the grocery store these days. You just don't know what's in stock and what's going to be out of stock. For example, luckily, before the virus really took over here in the United States, there was plenty of toilet paper, plenty of soup, plenty of everything. You didn't have to think twice about it. For example, I love going to Lidl. I don't know if any of you out there love going to Lidl too, but I love going to Lidl. And they always have like this buy 2 packs of like an 18-pack of toilet paper or something like that and get $5 off, something like that. So last month I bought 2 huge packs of toilet paper so I could get the 2 for $10 deal. And so before everybody started panicking, I had everything I needed, and so when the toilet paper started running out, I didn't really think too much of it. But now when I go to the grocery store, for example, I went to Target today, and there still were empty shelves where the toilet paper used to be. So I mean, we still have plenty, but it's kind of weird and a little scary for me personally, seeing like these empty shelves, because I know we have plenty. I mean, when I go to the grocery store, I mean, we have plenty. It's just a matter of people calming down and letting the store clerks, like the store, the clerks like restock and things like that. But apparently a lot of these stores, they can't really keep up with the demand right now for toilet paper. I'm a big fan of bidets anyway, and I've got my own little squirt bottle I use anyway, and I don't know, I'm a big advocate for keeping clean via bidet or something like that. When I was living overseas, I just fell in love with bidets. They're just such a great way of keeping clean, and anyway, but right now I'm back in the U.S., or I plan to be here for a while, so toilet paper is mostly the thing, and so it's kind of weird seeing there not being enough right now. So that being said, what else? Yeah, I used to go to the library and take Rose to Baby Garden, and Baby Garden is canceled. Um, so I'm gonna miss the little babies there and my mom friends. Um, but with these walks, I take Rose on and letting her play outside. She still is having a good time, and I miss going for walks with my mom, even though it's only been a week or two since I've actually been to their house. I think it's been just like a week and a half. I live near my parents. They live about 20 minutes from me, and so they're older, so I don't really want to put them in danger. So I just don't go over there anymore. But of course, we call and video chat sometimes. But I got into a habit of taking a nice stroll with my mom about 2 times a week, letting her push Rose, my daughter, in the stroller, and my mom and I would talk about all types of stuff. And sometimes sometimes I'd make her talk with me about politics, which she definitely doesn't like, but since we're on a walk, she can't really escape the situation. So I usually use it as a time to talk to her about stuff she doesn't necessarily want to, but we have a really good time. We get to go on our walks, and so I really, even though it's only been like a week and a half, I really miss going for walks with my mom. And but I'm really excited though, even though it's a scary time. I'm also excited about kind of hunkering down and working on my sixth children's book. My new book is called Keeping Clean, a book about good hygiene. So I guess it's a perfect timing for this kind of thing. It's all about a little boy who talks about steps to keeping clean, like wash your hands, and you have to wipe yourself after you use the toilet, and you should brush your hair, brush your teeth, things like that. Just basic things for that little kids need to learn. So I'm working on that. So I'm excited about the extra time to work on my book. I taught myself how to crochet a couple months ago, and I'm just finishing one of my crochet blankets. Maybe next time I make a video, I'll show you guys. I've been wanting to teach myself how to crochet because I've got my beautiful daughter now, and so many people have given us a beautiful baby blanket or baby hat or something like that, and instead of like begging people to make Rose more things or waiting for the next gift, I decided to teach myself how to crochet. And so I'm just super excited about all of my upcoming projects. I've made a few scarves, I made a blanket. I'm very sad because since I'm self-quarantined, I can't go to Joann's and get new yarn to make Rosebud's new blanket. And my mom's birthday's coming up, and I wanted to make her a shawl. But those things are going to have to be put on hold because I don't want to put people in danger by me going out unnecessarily. And unfortunately, some people really still have to go to their job, even though it's a really dangerous time to be out. So that's that. So I've got like a lot of things that I love to work on, and what else? Let's talk a little bit more about the coronavirus. And so what am I doing to try to keep safe? I mean, I heard that nearly half of the population in the U.S. is going to get coronavirus. This is what I've heard. And so, of course, that worries me a bit. But luckily, I'm a healthy person, and my husband's a healthy person, and Rose is pretty healthy. So hopefully if something happens, we'll get over it relatively quickly. So what we're doing to try to keep safe, I mean, we're just trying to make sure we wash our hands, keep clean. Like I said, I've self-quarantined. Unfortunately, my husband still has to go to work today. I mean, there's pluses and minuses to him still going to work. We are so grateful that he is still getting a paycheck. But at the same time, I mean, he's around people who aren't well all day. And so that really worries us. I really think that our government should make it so that people's rents and mortgages are frozen for the next several months. And I'm really hoping that they send everybody a check next month to help out with their expenses. There's a business near here, a small business near my house that I really like to go to. They sell incense and sage, and I love sage. And it's so sad. I mean, it's a very small business. It's only been open, I think, a year or two, and they have had to close down because of this. And I feel really sad for businesses that are small and startups. And I feel I have compassion for everybody right now. I know it's not just my family going through all of this, and I just hope that we can come together and volunteer our time if we can to do little things here and there to help ease others' pain, and or we do what we can to stay safe ourselves. And I really pray for the people who have already lost their jobs, people with these small businesses, people that do gigs, people who work at the restaurant whose restaurants have closed down. I mean, there are just so many people in just dire straits right now. So I'm really hoping that we can freeze like electricity bills, water bills, rent, mortgage, just kind of just pause everything until we can just figure things out. I mean, for the good of the people, for the good of the country, lift the sanctions on Iran. I mean, everybody all around the globe is suffering. So I just really hope that we figure something out and just have compassion and mercy, and use this really as a time to be good people, do the right thing. If I don't know, if we come up with a vaccine, share the vaccine, make sure we share the vaccine with other countries, and if they have a vaccine, make sure they do the same. I think it's just really time for unity and coming together and looking at it as like a whole, not just individual countries, not just individual families, but all as a unit, all as like a family, a big giant family that really wants the best for each other. I'm really excited because tomorrow I'm going to be volunteering at the SPCA. I called because I can't do much. I mean, I'm allergic to cats. I've got a little baby, so we can't really have a dog right now. But so I called because I read in the newspaper that the animal shelters may need help. So what I decided to do is call my local SPCA, which is the Norfolk SPCA. And I called them and I had to leave a message, and I said, hey, I'd love to hear what kind of help you need from people in the area. And they finally called me back, and today they said that they needed somebody to drop off dog food to families in need. And so I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to do that. So tomorrow I'll be dropping off some dog food to people who can't afford dog food right now. So that's the little bit of what I'm doing so far. I'm just so happy to be able to do something. I mean, as a mom with a little baby, sometimes I just feel like my hands are so tied. And there are just so many things I'd love to do, but I just can't. So anyway, so I guess that's that for now. And like I said, tomorrow my husband and I think we're going to do a video together talking about how we feel about what's going on with our situation. I just think nobody should have to go to work right now, except for, like, I guess doctors have to go to work. I know pharmacists have to go. Pharmacy workers have to go to work. But for the people in the pharmacy, I was just hoping that maybe they could just have people start going through the drive-through to keep the customers safe and to keep the employees safe. I just hope that we can find out a way to keep the employees who have to still work at their jobs, like the grocery store, and people have to go to the grocery store. I'm hoping that we can really figure out what we need to do to keep everybody as safe as possible when you just have to go out. Um, so that's that, and so we'll be talking about that tomorrow, I hope. But I think that that's all for now, guys. I hope you all are staying safe. My husband and I, we meditate, and so every morning we are doing a short meditation for our health, and we pray for the safety of our family and the safety of others. So, I mean, if you guys are advocates for meditation, now's a great time to pray for health and healing. Um, so, there it is. And of course, other ways to stay healthy: get plenty of rest if you can. You know, your 6 to 8 hours. Drink plenty of water. Um, Try to think as positively as you can, and eat healthy food, vegetables, fruit. Okay, so we'll talk more about this tomorrow, and I hope all of you are staying safe. And until next time, bye.